Welcome, everybody, to Discovering Greatness, the Great Discovery Podcast with Brie Campano and me, Alex Hitt. Welcome to the podcast today. Brie, thanks so much for joining me. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm really, really excited. Man, my business is growing. That's such a fun thing to say.
Yeah.
Like, wow, I have my course on the Great Discovery now, and like business is really taking off. Like things are happening. We've moved into the I should do this. I want to do that to the I got that done. And it's out there. Oh, I'm so excited. It's a great Friday. Why not? Right?
Yeah.
How about you?
Well, last Friday, Brie just released her Podcasters Fast Start course. I think it just got released like that week, and it's been blowing up. So tell us that story, Brie. It's, so you created this course on podcasting. It's absolutely free. You put it on the Great Discovery course hosting platform. And yeah, how's it been going?
Oh my gosh. So it is really, really taking off. And the fun part about it is, we've done, the Podcasters Fast Start was a live class that I did once a month for probably like 6 months. We put that out every month. We had a lot of people attending, and it was fantastic, but it was work, right? It's work. You have to do the whole thing and have to invite people and promote it and do all these things with it. But we got a pretty decent turnout every time. So when I joined the Great Discovery, I was like, it has to be my first course, right? Because I've already practiced it. I've got it kind of nailed. So we recorded it, we put it up. I got it approved really quickly, by the way. And it went out, and like immediately all these people started taking it. And I wasn't even telling them about it. I think I got 3 people that signed up with me that I'm going to take the course, and I had personally invited them. But the other 40, I didn't do that. So it was like all these people in such a short amount of time are now taking my course. It's amazing.
Roll that back. So she launched her course. I think you introduced it to 3 or 4 people, right? But total, you have how many learners?
43 right now. Yep.
Wow. And so this is really the power of the Great Discovery platform, is that Brie has her course on the platform, and she's referring and recommending to people, but then it's a really high quality course. I mean, it's going to teach you every single thing that you need to learn about how to start a podcast, just like this one that we're on right now. And other people, these affiliates all over the world, are out there promoting and driving people into her course, into her free course. And she's getting their email addresses, and then she can use that course, that free it's a lead magnet, right? To then drive them into her podcasting group, right? Which is a paid, subscription. So now she's literally having these global network of affiliates who are highly incentivized to go out there and to promote people even into her free course. And Brie's kind of seeing the results of the Great Discovery and that kind of a system that they developed. So yeah, really, really exciting. That's awesome.
It is exciting. And the great thing too is I'm not the only one winning out of this situation, right? It's not just me. And I'm getting leads. I'm getting people that really want a podcast, and that I can lead into my very inexpensive, by the way, membership group that you can join and learn and grow and get that more one-on-one help. But affiliates are winning, right? Because they're using that free course to introduce people to the Great Discovery, and they become their lifetime customer. So if that customer buys anything on the platform, they're going to get a commission for that, right? So you can actually get customers for $0 because they can take free courses, something that we love to show off on this podcast every week. And we're going to show you some really truly amazing ones, and I'm going to point right to you because your course just came out, and I do want you to share about that. It's absolutely incredible. I was like, you told me about it, and I was like, oh, I want to be the first one to sign up for it, but I was the third. But that's okay.
That's okay. Well, yeah, I did release my TikTok for beginners course, and I have actually developed that course about 3 years ago. And I put a lot of effort. I mean, if you actually look at all of the course recorded content, it's like 400 plus hours of recorded content. But I put the highlighted content in there, like the best, the most valuable. It's still like 10 or 15 hours long, and it's totally for free.
Wow.
And we interview like TikTok creators. So back, my first business model was I was doing coaching. I did TikTok coaching. So I coached people. This was back in, I think, 2021. I was coaching people on how to use TikTok for their business. And I developed this really, really long course. I recorded so much content, step-by-step tutorials. I interviewed people who had massive, massive following. So in this free course, you can get 5 interviews from top TikTok creators, literally people with 10 million views, over 1 million views, 2 million views, people who have generated hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars through TikTok, and hour-long interviews with each one of them. So those are in there. And then after you learn from these top TikTok creators, I walk you through click by click, step by step, exactly how to do what they're recommending you do, with some more strategies and some other things that I advise on and have tested. You know what's really cool, Brie, too? I just got another notification. I just got another new customer. I mean, so I just started my TikTok course. I sent out an email, and at this point, I have 20 plus lifetime customers just by giving away a free course. This is the power of the Great Discovery, is that before, when you would give somebody a free course or give somebody your lead magnet, all you got was their email address. But now with the Great Discovery, you give them a free course and you get a lifetime customer. So if they ever go buy anything else through the Great Discovery ever again into the future, 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 100 years, you get lifetime affiliate commissions forever. And you can do that just by recommending people free courses. There is nothing else like that. It's incredible.
It is incredible. I want to ask you a little bit, because I've known that you've been this amazing person at TikTok. I know, but can you tell us a little bit about your journey on TikTok and how you became so successful on it?
So this is a really crazy story. So I moved to Hawaii on a one-way ticket with my girlfriend 2 months before the pandemic to work in hotels. And I got the best job of my entire life. I was about to make 6 figures as a 27-year-old. And on my first day, they called me and they said, "Don't come into work today. You're laid off because of COVID." And I was just devastated. And at first I thought, oh, wow, 2 weeks, right? We'll be back. And then it was 6 months. And then it was a year. And I said, I don't think I'm ever going back to hotels. This is never opening back up. And Hawaii had one of the strictest lockdowns in the country. We had a brand new rent payment right there on the beachfront, view, $2,000 a month, zero income between the both of us because we both worked at hotels. And so I worked odd jobs. I literally flipped furniture on Facebook, out of our studio apartment. I had 5 ottomans that I was flipping for $20 out of our studio. My girlfriend, she's like, why are all these ottomans? And I'm like, oh, I'm making $20. She's like, can we stop filling our, we don't have much space. So I realized, man, I had to change. I had to do something different. And I became a real estate agent because I don't know, there's the only job available. Nobody else was hiring. And I didn't have any leads. And so at the time I was driving food delivery, literally driving food delivery 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. And in between food deliveries, I would record TikTok videos on my phone in the car. And I recorded TikTok video after TikTok video after TikTok video in between food deliveries, looking like a complete mess. And I actually sold homes in Hawaii. I sold $3 million homes in Hawaii through social media, making videos in my car, right? In between food deliveries. My clients didn't know that, but that's the truth. And then I started telling other people, hey, this is how I'm, promoting myself on social media. This is how I'm growing on social media. And they were like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. I can't make a sale as a real estate agent or as a mortgage lender. And so I started training people and having these online events. And then I said, well, you know what? I could, coach these people. I could teach them how to do it. I'm already doing it anyways for free. So I started a TikTok for Business group. And I started selling memberships for $10 a membership. And for $10, they got to literally come to a coaching call 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
That's huge.
And so it was a no-brainer because I just needed the money. I was like, guys, and the reason I sold it for $10 was because that's how much I made per delivery. So I said, every one person that I can get to sign up, that's one less delivery I have to do a day.
That's so smart. Wow. I love that.
And so,
I can't stop saying wow, but this is such
a true story.
I love this story. I love the story.
Yeah. So sold these memberships for $10 and a little bit less deliveries, a little bit more online, a little bit more coaching, a little bit more events. And I would have these events on LinkedIn and promote these LinkedIn events. And there was 200 people on these events. And so then I started selling the membership for $49. And then I started selling it for $100. And I actually got to stop doing delivery driving in some ways and start to build the online business. And I just built it up and built it up and built the course and sold the memberships. And that's really how I got into online entrepreneurship. Was I just started going out there and posting on social media. And I knew a little bit about social media because before I was working at hotels, I was an international award-winning hotel manager. I mean, I was very, very good. I was about to get a really amazing job, and then life changed. COVID happened, and I couldn't anymore. So I knew some things about social media, but I never wanted to do it myself. And this is the part that's relevant for the audience. I never wanted to be in front of the camera. I thought it was like kind of just like, I don't know, hokey or something. I just didn't want to do it. But I realized, hey, if I want to get out of this hole I was in, and I was in a ton of debt, because I thought I was going to get my job back and the hotels were going to open and things were going to be fine. Didn't happen that way. And so I just said, what the heck do I have to lose? Literally, what do I have to lose? Because I ain't got nothing right now. So I started posting videos on social media and didn't expect anything. And I have a business, a very successful business now, a whole life, friends, business partners, known all over the world as a high-level social media trainer and digital marketing expert. I mean, it's just been crazy transforming. But I think back in my car in a park at the mall parking lot, recording TikTok videos. And I don't know, it's just amazing to reflect on and think back on. Yeah.
Exactly.
So this course,
it was effective. Like you just put it out there. You're like, I'm just going to keep doing this. And you got a little success from it. And then you just kept going. And I think a lot of people think TikTok is one of those, either I'm too old for it or it's too hard or I don't know how to do it. But it's actually a little easier than we think. It does take a lot of posting, but I think it's not as hard because we're like, if you think about it, what are you posting? 15 seconds, 60 seconds. I mean, really, it's not that much of your time. Yeah. And I was going to say too, when you watch this course, you're actually seeing me back then in 2021, recording these TikTok tutorials in between food deliveries. That's who you're watching back then. And yeah, you're right. TikTok does take a lot of posting. I posted thousands of videos to TikTok, literally. And the story of how I actually grew, because now I have 41,000 followers on TikTok. I have millions and millions of views. I actually don't even really post much on TikTok anymore. I post primarily on YouTube. I post maybe like one video. I'm actually going to start posting more now that my TikTok free course is out. But how I originally grew my account is I was coaching these people on TikTok, and I was saying, guys, you got to post more. I was coaching all these people, and they were saying, I can't post one video a day. I don't have time. I said, guys, you all have time here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post 10 videos a day, every day for 30 days straight, just to prove to you guys that you can do it. Because I'm busier than most of you guys here. Okay. I can do it. You can do it. And I'm going to do 10 times the amount that I'm just asking you to do one. And so I posted 10 videos a day, every day for 30 days. And I didn't really get a lot of views. I was getting like 200 views per video. Account definitely grew. But it was on day 29 of 30 days that I had a video do 1 million views in like one day. One day it just shot up to 1 million views. And I gained over 11,000 followers in one day, 24 hours. And then my account ever since then has just grown steadily. And even to this day, I generate over 1 million views every 60 days. And I don't even really post content on the platform anymore just because my content ranks so high on TikTok. So that is my TikTok journey. And the course lays it all out, the whole strategy, all the interviews, the whole process. So amazing,
very legacy.
You get a whole lifetime movie in there with learning how to TikTok.
That's right.
I love it. I can't now. I'm like, I can't wait to start diving into that. But it is true, and I think people, you do break it down, and you do say, it does require some time, and it focus. You have to like be committed to doing it, but it's not as hard as you think, and you make it easier because you give the skills that what do we need to do. And I think people put too much in their head about how much they actually have to do, and I work with creators all the time, and they're launching their podcasts and they're doing these things, and I'm like, how, we need a social media strategy. What can we do? And so I'll just spitball ideas as we're sitting there talking in a strategy session, and they'll be like writing. They're like, I got like 20 ideas already just from 10 minutes of talking about it. And it's things they don't think of, right? Yeah. It's things that you wouldn't imagine that would just be a great TikTok video. I think we overthink, and maybe that's what it is. I love this course. I'm so excited. I've been sharing it. The second I enrolled, I put my affiliate link on it. I grabbed that link and I started posting all over social media as well. Right. Cause I'm like, let's get as many people into this, because I hear people asking, I don't know how to use TikTok. Like,
Right.
here you go, free class. That's
Right.
what you want.
Yeah.
There's so many
Yeah.
free classes on this this platform. It's just mind blowing.
Yeah, and that's what Brie mentioned, that like I can be an affiliate of Brie's free course. Brie can be an affiliate of my free course. And so with the Great Discovery, you can be talking to a person and you can say, you know what, what's the best course for this person? Right. And then you can go into the Great Discovery system, find that perfect course to recommend. And then they're going to be like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for this free course. It's perfect. I'm down. I mean, you said there's courses on foraging, there's courses on TikTok, on podcasting, on personal development, on health and wellness, on psychology, and they're just growing and growing all the time. And so that's something that's so cool, is you could be talking to somebody and you could give them your affiliate link to this plethora of courses, this huge selection of courses. Find the perfect course for them, so they download it like instantly. They're excited to download it, and then boom, they're your lifetime customer forever. I mean, that's so crazy. And we were talking about this too. There's so many different angles that you can go with the Great Discovery. You could, share this with people who love sewing and build a whole team around people who love sewing, and then you could go and get all the car guys. You could have a whole car guys team, and then you could have a whole whitewater rafting team. I mean, there's all these different avenues and teams and courses and communities that you can grow the Great Discovery into. And so the potential is just, unlimited, really. 8 billion people is really the target audience.
Right. You can find romance. You can find how to learn about self-discovery and learn about, find how do I choose and how do I find that person for me? How do I find my life partner, my soulmate? There's so many different things that are on this platform, from pet things. There's teen and kid things on there as well. I wanted to mention that. So it's like every age is represented on this platform. I just go explore it. Go explore. Yeah. We'll put links in the description, in the chat. We'll put them all over the place. You'll find the links to find out more. But really, it's an incredible space to learn so many different things, and it really is on its way to being the e-learning platform. It is the e-learning platform of 2024, because not only can you learn all of these things, and yes, it's in English, but wait a minute, it can be translated. We have courses in other languages. Mine is going in to be translated into 2 different languages. So if you're a Spanish speaker and you don't speak English, my course is being translated into Spanish, and you'll be able to take it and understand it. You'll hear Alex and I speak fluent Spanish, though we don't. Un poquito, I know very little. And then also in Hindi, which I speak 0 of at this moment in time, but you will hear us speaking in Hindi and able to get our course out. And that's just the beginning of translation. So your course can be literally broadcast to the world in over 200 countries and over 100 different languages. And that way you're not just serving one audience, but serving pretty much all audiences at this point in time.
Yeah. Translating your, and we're not talking about the text of the course, like your voice. You can actually record a course in English, and then through the Great Discovery, they have this amazing voice translation technology that can translate your voice into over 100 different languages, and it sounds just like you. They translate your voice and it sounds just like you, but you're speaking Japanese, Hindi, Spanish, Italian, 100 plus languages. And now you can truly sell your course all over internationally. And people in other countries, they're dying for this information, information from America and in English speaking countries, but they've always had that language barrier. And so they don't have access to it. They don't understand it. So now we can truly serve, a global audience, which is really, really, really exciting. I was going to say too, the homeschooling market, because the Great Discovery, they have courses already for teens and for kids, I think in anywhere between ages to 4 to 10, and then 10 to teen, and then they have kind of teen so that's a huge market, right? Homeschoolers needing materials, and you could create those courses and then sell those to people. I shouldn't even say this is a really good strategy, the whole homeschooling market, because they're constantly buying courses every year. They need to buy new courses and buy new things for their children. So that's That's a really, really smart idea. I didn't really think about that, but yeah.
Hey, great ideas. Great ideas.
Great ideas.
We wanted to talk a little bit about some of the other free courses that you can find on the Great Discovery. That's what this show is all about, is exposing you to more free courses. And Alex, I don't know if you're pulling it up to share some courses, but there's so many different ones. And we always like to highlight some of them. And we highlighted Alex's course on TikToking. If you want to, I don't even know if that's a word, TikToking. Yeah, on the ticky tack, which is what I call it sometimes because I'm old and that's what happens.
On the tic tac,
yeah. But lots of different things to learn, everything you can imagine. And if we don't have a course for it yet, trust me, they're coming along. We have new courses that are being uploaded every single day by some amazing creators all across the world. And we want to let you know what's out there free, like lots of free things. All you have to do when you go on and you follow a link to a course and enroll in that course, it's going to ask you, do you want to be a learner or do you want to be an affiliate? If you want to be an affiliate, that's great. You can do that too for $0. But if you just want to be a learner, just all you have to do is fill that out one time, enroll in the Great Discovery at no cost, and take all of the free courses that you want. That just puts your courses in your own library. So basically by signing up like that, it will hold all of your courses together. So if you see one, you click enroll, it puts it into your library. So you have easy access to find it again and keep your place on where you are on that course. Alex, you can go ahead and share anytime you want.
Yeah, 1 second here. Okay. So we have Evan Messman's course. We've been promoting this course a lot. I think we've talked about it before, but he has this Discovering Inner Critic quiz, which is really, really cool, which I'll bring up here. And this quiz, 1 second, I'm losing my window here.
Okay.
This quiz.
I took the quiz. It's really interesting.
Yeah. So this quiz here, Discover the Inner Critic, he did a presentation on, what was it, Wednesday? Really, really amazing. He dives into like, all of us inside have this internal voice, this critic, right? This inner critic that says, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, people don't like you, right? That type of thing. And he breaks down that you can actually identify these critics. And when you identify them, you can understand the antidote or how to silence them, essentially, the counter move to silence your inner critic. So I thought that was a really, really cool course. And Evan's an amazing teacher too. So let me bring up another free course here. Another free course. I mean, we got to talk about Hale, right? Hale's got an amazing course. So Hale's course, I'll bring this up here. She has a morning action plan for high performance mornings, right? So if you are looking to, be super, super productive and you want to kind of walk through step by step and have an action plan for your morning, I mean, this is a really great downloadable PDF. So really, really like that. Any other, have you been able to dive into this, Brie, at all?
Well, what I really like is I attended a presentation on Wednesday night with a lady named Erin, and she is actually a coach for TEDx speakers, and she has some free courses on the platform. So if you want to learn how to be a better speaker, whether it's just, at a town hall meeting or at a summit, or maybe you do want to get a TEDx talk, that's something that's a goal of yours, you can get started with a free class from Erin. And she was spectacular. I learned so many things from her presentation, and she has a ton of great stuff on there. Some of them are paid, but she also has some free things on there that are quite outstanding.
Yeah, I'm going to show these because you're right. I went to that presentation and I was actually blown away. I mean, Erin's really, really, high level expert at speaking, and I'm going to enroll in this right now. So this is how easy it is. Once you have your Great Discovery profile, you can just go in. Once you've created it, you can create it with the links below this video. It's really, really easy. It takes like 2 minutes to create a free learner account. But once you do that, you can come to any free course, and all you got to do is click enroll. And boom, I'm enrolled, and I have access to this amazing course now. I can come to my courses, I can scroll down, and I can come to her How to Make 10K Speaking from the Stage course for absolutely free. And I can start it, and I can start taking it. And what she was saying about tonality and going up and going down, and breaking all the different aspects of how to communicate with people, I was like, whoa, this is really, really good stuff. So definitely go take that course.
Never thought of. She was talking about how yeah, you do lean in a little bit, and I do get quieter sometimes. And then I can get really loud and my voice will go higher and I get really excited. But then there's also ways of speaking words and using a language that appeals. People have a different ways of and way they interpret language, right? How we bring it in, and some words move us more and we can relate to more, and we're more apt to take action by the language that we use. And so she broke it down into these like 5 different things and what different word. I was just blown away. So I would highly, highly, highly recommend her class. She has a couple of them on there, and she has a paid course on there. There's so much. So yes, there are paid courses on the Great Discovery that you can take. They range in all different prices from $1 to, it could be a whole like life-changing experience for up to 50,000. I mean, literally there is no limit, but you can find these amazing courses on there. And yes, there is a listing. You can just hit the free one. You can go to courses and select free and see what's out there that's free for everyone to take, and take as many as you'd like. They're all going to be free under that listing. And there's just a variety of things out there. And maybe you will find a paid course, so you'll find a speaker or, an instructor that you really relate to. That's your person, right? Because I think, especially in the podcast, I'll speak for myself, in the podcasting world, I love working with other people that do exactly what I do. And the reason is that I feel that people that want to work with me will connect with me, and I will be a great instructor and mentor for them. But I'm not an every person gal, right? I don't jive. I'm not going to connect as well with everybody. And so I want to make sure that people can find the help they're looking for with whomever makes them feel the most comfortable and they want to work with. And my dogs are excited about that as well. So, and that's why I like working with other people that do what I do, because if I'm not the person for you, I know somebody that might be. The same thing happens here on the Great Discovery. There are people that do similar courses. You need to find the one that fits you the best, and take as many as you'd like.
Yeah. Uninterrupted learning. No ads. You learn to YouTube, there's ads all the time, or you go to these other platforms and there's this is just uninterrupting, just pure education, knowledge, tutorials, educational videos, all this stuff, uninterrupted, totally for free. And the platform is really, really easy to use too. So that's another really great part, is that, the interface for learners is really simple. I've used every other course hosting platform. You go to some of these platforms and it's so complicated. And I just love to, when I went in there and I kind of showed you those courses, there's all of those courses in there. Like, you have your course catalog. When I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. I have this entire catalog, all these archived courses that I can go and refer back to anytime I want. Like, that is super, super cool.
Right. And that's what I love about it. That's why, yes, sign up and get that profile on there. It's not costing you anything, but it's a way for you to collect all of these courses that you want to take and put them. You might go through and just spend a day going, I want that one and I want that one, and you just hit enroll and they'll put it right in there, and then you can go back and take them at your leisure, on your time, when you can, wherever you are, because that, I think, is just an absolutely amazing thing. Alex, we are running late on time.
Yes.
I did want to quickly, very, very quickly, if you are a course creator, if you are a coach, if you want to be an affiliate, and maybe you don't have a course, but you like the affiliate side of things, and you want to recommend people and get lifetime, with Oni barking in the background, I'll let you explain that to people.
Yeah. Well, if you guys want to get involved in the Great Discovery, we have meetings 6 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, where we have live Q&As, we do a presentation, we explain the entire Great Discovery system in a very organized and detailed way, so you understand every single aspect, because there's a lot of different features and things for different types of people, for learners, for affiliates, for course creators. But we do have a meeting every single day where you can come and actually interact with me and Brie live, ask us questions live. And then we also have a bunch of videos recorded on the YouTube channel. So if you want to go back and you actually want to watch one of those recorded presentations, we have many, many of them on the YouTube channel. So you can go and you can watch that entire presentation. It's about 30 minutes long, and it breaks down all the different parts of the Great Discovery. So those are the 2 different ways that you can learn more. You can come see us live, or you could watch one of the longer presentation videos. But Brie, always super fun to do this. We could go on and on and on talking about how great the Great Discovery is, but we got to wrap it up here. So wrap us up.
We do. And I just want to thank everybody. If you're looking for a new course, if you're looking to learn something new for your life to enrich your life, we have free courses like crazy. We would love to answer your questions, tell you more about it, or just invite you to go check it out. We will put all of the links in this so that you are able to see what we have going on. And if you want to learn how to podcast, or you want to be an amazing TikToker, I'm still making up words as we go. Take our courses. We would love to see you in there, and give us your feedback and tell us what you think. And we will see you guys next week. We're here every week showcasing new amazing courses to take on the Great Discovery, where we discover greatness every single day. Take care and have a great day, guys.
Bye, everybody.